Same time toys, one more time, guys. All right, so forgive the mess that way. Um, Trying to restructure and actually use my functioning garage for something other than a YouTube studio. Um, Gonna need a little help, people. Trust me, I'm gonna need some help. But seeing how I didn't throw him halfway across the garage this time, let's review Dengar. Um, so, who knows why Dengar's head's all wrapped up in bandages and his face is all scarred? Anyone? Anyone? Well, he got into a swoop bike race with none other than Han Solo. And on the last lap, Dengar was getting ready to pass him, and Solo did something stupid and basically dropped his bike on top of Dengar's bike and crushed Dengar in the middle. So that's why Dengar has a hard on for Han Solo. Um, if you remember correctly, in the Bounty Hunter book, oh God, what was the name of the book? Well, the book where Boba Fett actually comes back from the Sarlacc pit, it was Dengar that found him. And why was Dengar there? He was looking for weapons of anything of value to pick up off the desert floor from when Jabba's sail barge exploded. Ask one who knows. Yeah, Dengar's a chump. First thing Boba Fett did was tell him not to tell anybody that Boba Fett was still alive. First thing he did was tell people that Boba Fett's still alive. When the most dangerous man in the galaxy says, shut your mouth, shut your mouth. Just saying. But anyway, let's spin this guy around. We'll spin this thing around. We'll do what we do around. All right, there he is, Dengar. What can I say? It's Dengar. His original action figure, meh. This action figure, meh. Nothing against him. It's just it's Dengar. I mean, he's not Bosk. He's not Forlom, and he sure as hell ain't Boba Fett. Let me tell you. I mean, but if you need a guy that's just gonna go in and blow shit up, Dengar's your man. I'll give you that. This is actually kind of a cool figure. It is what it is. They did a great job sculpting the wounds on his face. The bandages on his head actually look like bandages. It definitely looks like he could use another Baka Tank session. That is for sure. So let me try to pull him apart just a little bit. It's the problem with putting them together before you do the review. His long blaster rifle with the bipod, actually very cool. Doesn't have a blast effect port. That is easily fixable. Now on these figures that I get that are discounted, his blaster pistol, very nice, very awesome looking. Comes in a drop down fast draw holster, I would say. Looks really cool hanging on his side, and literally it's just hanging there. And his backpack actually comes off and has these straps that come off of it and look like it attaches to him. But what I was saying was, with these figures that I get on markdown, I don't mind doing a little bit of work to them. One jointed elbow, Exorcist swell, Doesn't really look up and down too well because of the bandages on his head go down to his neck and on his shoulder. Is what it is. He rocks at the diaphragm. Not really much of a bend, but a good twist. Doesn't have much of a Van Dam, but he's not kicking indoors or anything. He has a double pinned knee. Very nice. Ankle rockers work great. These older Black Series, man, they had their feet down. And because he has such a small heel, they put his stand port towards the front. I dig it. Some of these wider characters definitely need a little help just standing there. They do tend to topple. But like I was saying, again, you don't mind not having all the paint apps on there. I mean, because it's only a little bit of paint here and there. I mean, it's nothing on my end to do that. But when I spend $35 to $60 on a figure and I have to put paint apps on it, I think that's just bullshit. I'll catch a blaster to the face. But it is what it is. I mean, it's part of collecting. They've always, I mean, one less paint app could make the difference between them making the figure and not making the figure. So, you know, I just assume have the figure, do a little bit of work on my own to make the figure perfect, or just leave it as is and go from there. I mean, it just, I don't know. But a lot of these super collector figures and their crazy high prices, yo, I'm just not a fan of. It's some serious bullshit. But as always, try to keep things positive around here, as much as we can anyway. There's a lot of people out there having a worse time of it than we are. If you think about it, we're collecting toys, so how rough is our life really? I mean, worst comes to worst, you can always sell a toy, right? I mean, it's been done before and it will be done again. I mean, it is what it is. As long as you're not out there charging double, I don't give a shit what you do. There's a lot of toys that just don't come to my area. And you know what? If a reseller has it, I need it, I'll buy it. eBay is not a place for me, just like a few other places in this world. But I mean, it is what it is. Like, share, and subscribe. And if you're having those thoughts, talk to somebody. That's all I ask. Give it a day, give it 2 days, give it a week, and see where you are then. Don't just rush to judgment, please. Take your time and consider every avenue. And then talk to somebody, because you might be in a place where you can't even think about the out that's right in front of you. You just might not see it. You never know. Might be staring you right in the face and you don't see it. But on that note, like, share, and subscribe. Be kind to one another, and I'll see you in the next episode. See it.